Good morning, friends. Welcome to our 6 a.m. daily spiritual practice based on the book 365 Science of Mind, A Year of Daily Wisdom from Ernest Holmes, by Ernest Holmes. There's a lot going on in our world and on people's minds right now. The hurricane Ian and the weather on the East Coast, the war in Ukraine, the women's rights demonstrations in Iran, the water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, or the energy crisis and the damage in Puerto Rico and the energy crisis in Haiti, and so much more. And at times like this, I think of the quote by the author and poet Clarissa Pinkola Estes. It goes like this: in any dark time, there is a tendency to veer toward fainting over how much is wrong or unmended in the world. Do not focus on that. Any small, calm thing that one soul can do to help another soul, to assist some portion of this suffering world, will help immensely. It is not given to us to know which acts or by whom will cause the critical mass to tip toward an enduring good. So I love that quote because I keep it close to my heart when I feel overwhelmed by the world, as a reminder to veer towards generosity and calmness, not to deny the pain in the world or the suffering or the loss, just the opposite, to face it without fainting with courage, and to do whatever small thing I can, including spiritual practice, to generate an atmosphere of calm, not knowing whether or not it will contribute to the goodness in the world. So let us take a breath in, and exhaling, if it's comfortable, let your eyes close, and these words carry us. Today, I permit the Divine Spirit to flow through me. Today, I rejoice in the presence of the living Spirit within me, and it helps me to set down fear for this moment of spiritual practice so that I can experience the renewal of my faith. And in this moment, I remember that there is only one living Spirit. It is the only presence in the universe. It is the power of creativity available to all. It is that which we tune into and draw upon so that we can take our place in the community of beings as a source of help and compassion and love. Today, as I contemplate this power, I remember that it is always available to me no matter what is going on, and available to me to tune into, to draw upon, and to express. And that it within me guides me to know what to do, how to participate, what words to speak, how to contribute. That living presence is able and willing to direct all my ways, and I know that her ways are ways of pleasantness and her paths are peace. Today I walk in these paths, in these ways of pleasantness and peace. And I don't let anything disturb my equilibrium today. And if something does disturb my equilibrium, I pause and retune in. And I speak to my deeper self, saying there is a divine authority at the center of my being that announces itself all of the time through me. And I remind myself I have confidence in its ability to guide me. I have confidence in that invisible part of me, that part which is my share in the divine nature, that part where I am in partnership with the infinite, that part of me that is one of the divine. And so turning to it within, I call upon it. I call upon it to express itself as every good and wonderful thing that my heart desires in the presence, in the bodies, and in the affairs of all those who pass through my thought atmosphere. And as I move through the world today, I refresh this awareness, veering towards the presence, the natural presence of loving kindness and generosity in me, and trusting it as an expression of the wholeness of the divine. And letting the next breath I take be a little fuller than the one before, so that my body moves with the air that moves. And I return to the awareness of the space I'm in, carrying with me some of the feeling and the thought of the practice, well, all of it, and sensing my connection to all who are on this broadcast together, from South Africa to all the coasts to everywhere. Thank you for being here. And some have asked, how may we contribute to those who are impacted by um, tragedies and difficulties and disasters, especially our communities that are in those areas? And on our website, csl.org, under the donate button, there is an option to select the disaster recovery um, as an option for your contribution. And then our staff uses that to support our communities who are in affected areas. There is also in the description of this broadcast a link to the World Ministry of Prayer. So if there's one of these events in the world that we mentioned earlier are tugging at your heartstrings, call the World Ministry of Prayer and request that they partner with you in prayer. And it's a wonderful way to do your part, a small part, to bringing peace into keeping those affected close in our heart. And then after that, let the divine inspire you to give, to help, to speak, to connect. Have a blessed day.